Kevin?
Yeah, the guy who bought the stack or the mix and match. He was asking, like, so what are these? You always keep bringing in new drinks. And I was explaining the whole thing. I was like, you heard the nutrition corners? Nope. You heard the core nutritionals? Nope. So I was just explaining, like, vaguely, like, these guys own this. And I told him it was a rebrand and blah, blah, blah. And I still feel like there's not as many biters on the cream soda, reasonably so. But I was telling Griffin, like, labels are cooler than the last ones. However, the label or the flavor is off to the side to where you don't really see it, and even like if you wanted to see it, you gotta like tilt the can. Yeah. So when we prop them up, either you can't see the name of the drink or you can't see the flavor of the drink. You know what I mean? If it goes like straight on, you can just kind of see it. You can't see what the flavor like.
All you see is Victory, and if I didn't know the drink brand. I wouldn't realize that's the flavor. Yeah. I'd assume Victory is like, Victory.
Maybe that's what the energy drink's called. Yeah. Victory. Yeah, if that's the first one you see.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
Because they're older ones, the flavor was dead center in the middle.
Yeah. Which
for
with an icon underneath.
Yes. Yeah. Which helps out a lot because like even with the blue raz, I didn't even know it had like the cotton candy background until you said it. And I just thought it was blue raspberry. Like I was like, ew, gross.
There's only so much you can ask for the customer to do. You know, you got to keep it simple as shit. Stupid simple, you know. I mean, even labeling it Green Monster, I mean, how many people probably don't even know what flavor that is? Yeah. So, you know.
It's definitely a confusing one, the Green Monster. Yeah. But, say, for example, Monster right here,
fun,
the orange.
So it's like,
I get off the bat, it's going to be an orange flavor.
Because it's a can, color of the can,
Yeah. So, like, with theirs, it's American flag. I'm like, okay, well, what's that? And then it's just Victory.
You just gotta either, it's one or the other. If you want to do a fun, interesting name, the label has to scream what it is. Yeah. Or you just gotta play it simple with the name. You know. Yeah. Because you can't make people think too much. They might
brain overheats.
Get anxious.
It's microwave. That's stupid.
Yeah. It's like Cousin Eddie in Christmas Vacation. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
He's like, I got a government plate in the back of my head.
Dumb as fuck.
Every time you turn on the microwave, I piss my pants.
Dumb as fuck.
Forget who I was. So, do we want to touch on American History X?
Oh, yeah. How much more chemo do you have left?
So, I was...
remission.
Yeah, for y'all that are just listening, you got to go to the YouTube.
G.I. Jane.
I shaved my head, so into a buzz cut. Did like the half or whatever.
More aerodynamic.
So, last night... So I backed out of it a week ago because I was thinking about it, just had the urge, was having like a Britney Spears moment, a little early life crisis. And I was like, fuck it, I want to go rogue, I want to go for it. And I wanted to I've never had my hair shorter really than like, you know, what it normally looks like. I've never had it shorter than that since I was like born, basically. Mm-hmm. It's always been longer. And so I was always wondering what it would look like. I honestly, the shorter, you know, the more I shave my legs or the, you know, hair is short, honestly, I like it keeping it pretty hairless. But I was nervous and I was like, I want to get like a beard first, more than the thickness that it is now, hence the sarcasm, but it's something. But I was like, I need to get mine a little bit thicker before I like go for it. Cause I was like, I feel like I can pull it off better there. And I think I will pull it off better then. But, last night Maddie was, you know, doing my hair. I had her do the side as short as it normally is. And I went upstairs and before that I went upstairs. She was like, do you want to just go for it? And I was like, oh, I don't know. I was like nervous as shit. And so I was like, no, let's just not today. And so I went upstairs. I was about to shower, you know, after the haircut. You keep staring at my forehead.
I'm just looking at it.
All right, fair enough. And
I ain't saying I ain't judging.
Here's my thing. So I was looking in the mirror, and when I was kept debating it, I was looking at my hairline. And for some reason, when I looked at myself, I was looking as if I shaved it, I would have this like bald spot in the middle of my head, or my hairline would be super far back. And then the more I looked at it in the mirror, I was like, that doesn't even make sense. I was like, saw where my hair was, and I was like, fuck it, we're doing it. And so I was like, Maddie, you want to just do it? And she's like, no, I don't think you should. I was like, what the fuck? You just told me to do it. And then I was like, why don't we do it? She's like, okay, all right, come on down. So I get down, and I'm like, just do it. Just do it. And then so she goes for it. We got a little like
Did you go down
video.
Straight down the middle, first cut?
No, I think it's to the side.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
So you could back out a little bit.
No, I said just go for it. I mean, once you did that first part, I mean, I can't. I mean, because, you know, I don't have much on top anyway. Yeah. It's really not that big of a difference. It's just, you know, it's right in the middle. You know, it's the bit of hair I do have. But anyway, so she was going for it, and then I just, like, touched my head after, and I was like, oh, this is weird.
Yeah.
And then, she showed me, and Yeah, so she really liked it, and I mean she likes bald men, honestly. So she likes it short. I really like it short. The first few times I looked at myself in the mirror, very nervous, very like, what the fuck, like who is this guy? Like it just
boot camp.
It takes me a while to get used to it.
You interested?
And as hours have gone by, I was a little bit nervous with you guys, with other people, but I was like, you know what? Fuck it.
Well, I'm not dating you. So
It's always that
you
first
care about my
thing.
judgment.
I know.
Yeah, I feel like because when I cut my hair, which by the way, I can tie it back again.
Nice.
Did that yesterday.
Tommy Wiseau's coming back.
But when I first cut it, it's always like that initial like everyone that sees you. It's not that it's a bad reaction, but they're just like, wow, like is that real?
Well, I thought about it and I was like, I really don't give a fuck.
No.
So it's like, it really doesn't matter what people's feelings are about it. And so like the more I like get comfortable with that, like the more I felt better about it today.
Oh, yeah, dude.
I was telling Maddie this morning, I just feel like every few months, that's one thing I wrote on the board I wanted to talk about and see if y'all had a feeling about this, but I feel like every few months, it's not a certain amount of months. Sometimes it's a year, sometimes it's 2 years, sometimes it's 3 months. I feel like there's a new version of me every time. It's like the firmware gets updated, and I feel like I'm either harder mentally or I'm better physically. Like there was Brock before running, then there's Brock with some running. Now there's Brock that's running every day. There's, Brock the business owner. There's Brock now with another tattoo tomorrow. It's like Brock with shaved head. I feel like I'm just a different person from time to time, to where it's like how I approach a scenario, how I think about myself, how I treat other people is like obviously constantly changing, but it's almost like I'm going through these like phases, and I'm just, in my opinion, getting better. And so I just feel like this is like almost a new physical change to also go with like my mental change.
I get it.
You know what I mean?
I see the buzz cut as one of the many things you've changed, and it's almost like you said, getting mentally tougher because you're facing that judgment, or you're
100%,
like putting yourself in uncomfortability. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like going for a run.
No,
Buzzing your
is.
head is like going for that run when you don't want to.
It's uncomfortable, and like I was telling y'all before I got on, it's like, I did, and Maddie so supportive, and I mean, she was gonna love me anyway, but she was like, oh, like first time she did, she's like, oh, it looks good, and then she like, was doing more of it, and she was like, oh, like it really looks good, like I could tell she like genuinely liked it, and so it gave me some confidence. And then not to dive into it deep, but my mom just shot it down really bad, the look on her face and like the insults and like jokes and stuff, and it's tough, it is uncomfortable, and I guess the good thing is like someone close to me making those jokes is probably the hardest thing I'll have to deal with versus someone I don't, know that deeply.
Yeah.
And so it was nice to almost get that over with in a way. And like you said, it's kind of like one of those uncomfortable things. People see it probably on Instagram, and I'll see some shares and shit, and it's like, fuck it. It is one of those things though, to where I do feel mentally tougher than I've ever been, and this is to almost go along with it, to where I am uncomfortable as shit, and I just have to just be confident.
Yeah. And there's people out there that might be judging you. They might not, or they're judging you, but at the same time, they have the most
They wouldn't have the balls.
They don't have the balls, and then also they're the people in the morning that have them, like they're in that predicament of, oh, what shirt should I wear because people are going to judge me, or how should I do my hair?
Too.
I should put my hair back, I should grease it, or I should be doing this, I should look this way because people are going to judge me. You just show the fuck up, because you come in, you get your shit done, you make your money, you fucking, you do what the fuck you want, and you bounce. And while they're stressed out about these little fucking things throughout their day that think matter, but they don't give a fuck, and it's holding them back because they aren't getting shit done in their own life because they're worried about this or that, and
we all got certain things that we care about, what people think or how we look. But I feel like the more you say fuck it, the more you just do what you want, what makes you feel good. I don't know, you feel more free. Yeah.
I like it.
But anyway, went for it. I was telling him he needs to go for it too.
I'm probably going to.
You honestly look better, I feel like.
Well, it'll be better and also save a lot of money.
Do you have clippers?
At my house. I'm not going to go home and get it. Well, I'll bring it tomorrow.
Bring it tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll do it tomorrow. But obviously, I don't give a fuck how I look. Look at the shit on the back of my head. I give no fucks about what I look. I'm married, first off. And second off, nobody else is paying my bills, so I don't give a fuck what you think.
100%.
100%.
That's stone cold mentality.
Yeah.
Have another.
Have y'all seen the new commercial with Stone Cold?
No.
It's
go cold.
No, it's time to go cold with Tide, and it's Ice-T
T.
and Stone Cold Steve Austin
Making cold calls.
Yeah. But anyway,
That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Whoever thinks of shit like that, like to have
Some
Ice-T.
brands get down
and they're
like
like,
that,
yo, Stone Cold.
You know, it was some like intern that's,
making
like,
cold calls,
smoking pot.
And they were like, yo, that's a horrible
hear me
idea.
out.
And then they filmed it, and that shit hit. I watched it a couple times when I do see it. And plus, just because if Stone Cold comes on something, I'm going to stop and watch.
You stop and watch.
Damn. That was good. So that's a pretty cool update, man. I'm excited for you, man.
Tattoo tomorrow, too.
Face? Head tattoo.
Yeah, face and head. Yeah.
So he's buzzing it so he can get the head tattoo.
Oh, shit.
Get the teardrop and everything.
Getting another forearm and hand tattoo.
The left arm?
Left
to cover
hand,
up.
Yeah, and to cover up. Yeah, we're turning this lion into something else.
Barbed wire.
I'm gonna get the barbed wire across the bicep, and then get this.
Is that a birthmark on your arm?
Yeah, it is.
I just noticed it.
And then
the
get
first time.
this, the black line that just goes around that some people get that literally is
very
just
tribal.
like nothing. But anyway, getting that tomorrow. Still in Griffin. Like, obviously, I have like a general good idea, and the artist did a great job with the other one. So, confident it'll go well, and I'm excited for it. But there's always like nerves because it's like I don't fully know what the wrist to hand portion is going to look like, but I trust his idea.
Obviously, going to trace a little bit to see what it looked like. Right?
Yeah, well, so this is when he did the lion. Basically, we found a picture on Photoshop. He popped it in to Photoshop or on Google, put it into Photoshop, and then was using different tools to kind of warp and make it look a little angrier and do this, do that, and then prints it out, plots it basically on you. Mm-hmm. So like the ink's on there, and so he can kind of trace and go off that. But then basically wrist down, all the roots were hand done, drawn. So, I have ideas for like it's going to be like a great white shark, and then go down into either. I feel like he could do something really cool with like the shark's like flesh like ripping out onto my hand or something like that, because he does a lot of like dark, more sinister stuff. But I wouldn't be like against like water or waves either, but I do like the idea of it going on my hand and fingers like the other one. But always a little bit nervous but excited. I'm trying to like plan out too how I'm gonna like work out around it, because I'll train early tomorrow and run early, and then I'll go to it. But obviously like Wednesday and Thursday, I'm not going to skip, but I'm going to try and basically just do like, I'm going to skip like weight training, but I'm going to try and just do like 1 mile just to keep like my streak, but I don't want to sweat and fuck up the ink too much. So I'm going to try and like throw up the fan near the treadmill, just do 1 mile, get it done. You know what I mean? Work around it.
Well, they usually have the saran wrap shit around it, right?
Yeah.
So like,
well, I'll keep that for a bit, but what worked really well for my last one, I researched it a ton last time, so I'm just trusting what I did last time, was I let it air dry, or what do they call it? Dry? Well, no, it's
that is true. Yes.
No, dry recover, dry whatever. Anyway, I forget what it's called. But anyway, I don't lather it up with like shit as soon as I clean it, like a day after. I let it. We're just gonna roll with it. Air dry and dry heal. I think that's what it is.
Okay.
Anyway. That's wasting time on that shit. But I let it dry heal for like a couple days until it actually starts to feel flaky or like it's dehydrated. And then I'll put on, last time one of my old clients had given me this like organic like tattoo, like ointment, lotion, whatever you want to call it. And so I bought this other like product because I'm not a big fan of Aquaphor or these other ones that I feel like are just like a thick like Vaseline type that cover up and don't allow oxygen. Just doesn't seem like it makes sense. So I'm using this thing called Hustle Butter. I bought like a little 1 ounce thing of it. It's supposed to be like a little healthier, organic, and I'm gonna like use that to moisturize it and help it heal up a little bit faster before like a week or two after the tattoo. Then I can use like regular lotion.
Nice.
But
well, we got plenty of devotion up here. If you need
that's
it.
true. We got lotion devotion.
Yeah.
You know what's last note, because I'm sure some people might be checking out on this shit, but I do it. You know what makes you realize the shit you put on your body is when I was using a Vino last time I got a tattoo, like 2 weeks after, right? And I put it on, moisturized, fine. One day I didn't have a Vino. I used Equate, like Walmart brand.
Yeah, that cheap shit.
Literally,
Water.
An hour later, it was irritated, red, freaking out. And I was like, holy fuck, whatever they're putting in this shit that you'd use and not think about.
Yeah.
It just shows. It's almost like, one of those like antibacterial lights, and you realize, oh fuck, like
turn on the black light.
Covered
black
up.
light, yeah. But anyway, enough about me for this podcast.
Yeah, Brock.
What are y'all up to? I know the Brock show. What are y'all up to this past weekend and week?
Had to go up to Charlottesville, shoot my friend's proposal.
Yeah, remember you telling me about that.
That was up at a place called Pippin Vineyards, and it's a cool spot. Have you ever been up there, Austin?
No.
Oh, I think you'd like it.
There's a fuck ton of wineries up there in Charlottesville, though.
Yeah, it's nice views. So got some sliders. That was the extent of my debauchery up there. But
like shoes?
Like cheeseburgers.
Oh, I thought
in
like
paradise.
Sliders always bother me because I feel like I never get the amount or
like
the
3
satisfaction
bites.
of a full burger.
Oh, is that part
eat
of
'em like
the
little bites.
wedding?
I just got it off
It
the
was
menu there.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Was it
was
a wedding
just
or just a proposal?
Yeah.
Okay, So what did he do?
It was funny though, because I got there early. He had showed me on like an aerial map where he was going to propose with the big X of where it was. So I found it pretty easily. And I go in early, and I'm part of this group text with some
He's
of the
got the ghillie
friends,
suit
like,
on,
the family, other things like that. And I don't really know what the plan was. I think they were maybe just having a friends outing, and like everyone else was going to be there to surprise them. So I'm sitting there, like I kind of see where generally they're going to do the thing. And I get my camera settings right. Yeah, kind of just like look, but there's like a ton of bachelorette parties and like weddings and stuff like that going on there already, and like guests for the day that just want to like do a picnic or whatever. Yeah, so many people where they're gonna propose, and like where I am, because I got the longer lens on, is the entryway between the two. So many people are coming in to check in, turning around, taking a selfie, like with the mountains in the backdrop, like other things like that. And they're walking out where they're going to propose too, and like taking pictures. So I'm like, okay, well, hopefully like nobody gets in my way sort of thing, especially if I'm hiding to try to like be inconspicuous. So once I kind of like get everything dialed in, I just like sit, because I had gotten there like 30 minutes early. I sit in this inside of the building, just kind of the entryway, and just look out into the road to see if I can see them start to walk up. Then I'll kind of hide. Once they get to the certain point, I'll come out and then like crouch down basically. So I see them come. I kind of start to hide. I walk out as they're passing me, and then they get stopped by like the check-in person, and then I'm like standing right out of the entryway of the door, and the girl that is getting proposed to turns around. And she'd only seen me like once or twice with short hair, but I was like, oh crap, like what if she sees me? Because I got my backpack on, I got my long lens, like other things like that. That kind of stands out. And so I like turn the opposite direction and just walk behind a tree, basically.
This guy's a pedophile.
It's like that guy you in that show about the stalker. And so then I see them start to walk out to where they're supposed to be going. So I like kneel down, like get to where I'm supposed to be. And then I see them start to walk past that spot.
Oh shit!
And so then
he's on the move.
Yeah, and so then I'm like, oh crap! So I gotta like get in front of everybody else that's like being checked in, like that's eating out on like the patio and stuff like that. So I like run over there just to kind of like follow them at a distance. So now I know how the paparazzi feels, because it is a nice like, well, it's kind of heart racing sometimes, just trying to be at the right place, right time. So I'm doing that, almost like doing a duck walk where you like keep your knees low to the ground, and hopefully like people are noticing like what I'm doing and not just some like weird person. But I'm like hiding behind a planter, and at this point I'm like directly across from them, and they're taking like group pictures of each other and stuff. But I'm thinking about the whole time like I'm not that far away, and then also it is kind of a sight to have just like that big lens like in your face from some random person like 50 feet that way. It's almost like if we were taking pictures here and somebody else was like a little past the door right there. So I'm just thinking like she's got to see like what's going on, or maybe see me or something like that. But then all of a sudden like he knelt down and did it, and it was kind of funny because at that point like there are a lot of people in this vineyard, but as soon as he did it, like everybody's eyes just like turned right onto it, and they're like, yeah, Yeah, like it's always funny how people can pick that out sometimes when that happens in different
I was just
places.
tying my shoe, guys.
Yeah, I know. But it was a good time. Got to like just celebrate, took everyone's like family photos and stuff like that. So it was pretty fun.
I thought it was funny. I heard this guy say this the other day. He was like, "Stop making random strangers clap for you and like stuff when it's related to like propose or your birthday. Like, stop making strangers just do uncomfortable things for you and congratulate you."
See, I like the birthday song in restaurants.
Yeah.
Happy birthday.
I just know these people are like, God,
I know.
I want to eat again.
I got to do it again.
But then yesterday, watched The Terminator. For the
Which
first
one?
Time. The first one.
Nice.
Which I didn't realize it's almost 40 years old.
Yeah, it's old as shit.
So,
before me, it was like 86.
yeah, the
Something like
CGI
that.
is a little dated, but it was a good movie.
What do you expect for the 80s, brother?
Yeah, I didn't realize Arnold was the bad guy.
Yeah, in the first one he was. Then everyone after that, he's a good guy.
He is the Terminator.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And the first one.
Yeah.
Then the second
He's
one.
not the Terminator in the second one?
No,
He's a
he
different
protects
robot.
John Connor in the next 3 after that.
Dang,
'Cause I think
I'm
there's
excited
4.
to see the rest. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Didn't they
he's.
just do a new one? It's like crap.
I think so.
He basically only has like 3 lines in the movie.
Yeah,
Too.
and the first one, he
Yeah.
barely talks. He's straight robot. In the
I
first
think that's
one.
because he didn't know the language that well at the time.
Yeah, and then like they reboot him in the second one. Spoiler: they like configure his wiring or rework him to where he protects John Connor in the second one against another Terminator.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And then he learns, and like John Connor like teaches him shit, like learns how to speak and eat, or not eat, but like you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I didn't
Regular shit.
realize the "I'll be back" line was like from that kind of scene. I thought it would be a lot cooler, but he's just like at the police station and he's like, "I'll be back."
Yeah.
It's just like
Shit stuck,
almost
though.
he came to a hotel kiosk
Yeah.
or something
Yeah.
like that.
That's a good movie though. Good
Yeah,
movie.
it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's on Netflix. You can catch the second one. I think second one's on Netflix too.
Maddie and I just finished The Punisher last night. That,
Is that what made
show
you want to
fucks.
shave it?
No, but that show fucks. It's got the guy. Let me pull him up.
From Walking Dead.
Yeah, I
Shane.
don't know if you've seen him in different roles, Austin. But I mean, this has to be his best role.
Yeah, I've seen him.
He nails this shit.
He does
This
have a
dude-
good like
Oh man.
cop / like
Yeah,
vigilante
New York,
face.
like Italian guy. Yeah, and I mean just the emotion he does, like the voice, so his voice is like very like manly, like scratchy, type of deal. And then you hear him in an interview, and you're like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
He just sounds like a normal young kid almost.
Acting.
But,
Yeah.
I know. No, but I
Who'da
mean,
thunk?
so good though.
Yeah.
But and he just nails that role perfectly, and it's like this is such a badass. Like he's almost like Batman because he doesn't have any like superpowers really, besides the fact that he almost gets killed like every other day, and then he gets just stitched up and he's back, moving within a day or two.
Yeah.
Besides that, he doesn't really have any like superpower. He just is just like Navy SEAL-esque, just amazing with guns, good combat, but just real badass type of show. Really enjoyed it. It's sad that it's only 2 seasons, but highly recommend it.
I watched. Me and Sarah, we watched. Binged watched over the weekend since I don't work out anymore.
Yeah.
We watched this
He's
new
gonna be on
series on
1,000-pound
Netflix. I forget what
sisters.
it's called. It's called Scary. I don't know if it's Scary something or Fear something, but it is a 3-part series. It's brand new. It's trending on Netflix, so that's where we found it.
Yeah.
And it's like 1994, 1978, and then like 1666. It's like some fucking, a 3-parter. So you got to watch them back to back to back, pretty much. And it's pretty fucking good. Very gory. It's kind of scary because it's suspenseful more than scary, I guess, because it'll make you like jump out your seat a little
I feel
bit.
like Sarah likes that horror stuff, right?
Yeah, I do too. I do too.
I do. Maggie hates it.
I don't get into like the Jason, Michael Myers shit. I would watch it, but like this, I'm more into like the suspenseful, like sitting on your
Saw.
seat, like
Saw's good.
oh shit,
Yeah.
not the demonic shit. Sometimes
You might like. We watched it like 2 weekends ago as the Escape Room or whatever. They're coming out with the second one, but it's like these people, without any spoilers, they get randomly. It's a bunch of like different people. One's like a corporate dude, one's a student, whatever. They get these random boxes. It's like an invite to an escape room. They're like, oh, like fun little escape room. And the prize is, hey, no one's ever come out. If you do, you get $10,000. So they show up, whatever, and then they quickly realize like, okay, this is more than like an escape room. Like we either escape this room, move on to the next like room to escape out of, or like we die. Like the first one like turns into like a furnace, and they have to find the clue to get out in the next room.
Shit.
It gets pretty intense, pretty suspenseful. The ending has a pretty good twist. It's very Saw-esque.
I was about to say it sounds like Saw a little bit. But
Yeah,
these people volunteered instead of like were
than
kidnapped.
just waking up. Yeah, but it's definitely Saw-esque. But it's good though.
Good.
It's good.
Have you guys ever heard of this? Speaking of like escape room, have you ever gone to Ashland Berry Farm for Halloween?
No.
B, this is kind of in the context. I think there's this place maybe in Texas or something like that called McCamey Mansion or something like that for Halloween, and basically you pay to go in and you have to sign all these waivers of like, you know, I allow people to like, you know, cut my hair, like waterboard me, like, you know, put a bag over my head and like take me somewhere, other things like that. And it's this like haunted house that you're supposed to get through, but like you have to like sign away in case like I lose a tooth, like other things like that the whole way through. And at a certain point it's like, okay, well, you know, you kind of like suspend your disbelief, or like you kind of want to have a more realistic horror experience, but B, it's like that's a little over the top.
Can you please
like.
beat me to death and kidnap me?
I know.
It's gonna be great.
Yeah. So I think the guy makes a lot of money, but also I can't remember if I read that he's been like sued or not before.
I was about to say I feel like insurance or the risk for that would be.
There's some fucked up people out there though. Like I was listening to this one audiobook a long time ago, and he was just referencing this as far as like ethics and morals. But there was like some killer, I don't think it was in Virginia, but I feel like somewhere south, where basically somebody paid this person to like cut them and mutilate them like a cow. Like they wanted to get like tortured or something like that.
Was it a vegan?
And it was something like that. Maybe not exactly that scenario, but some way of getting like tortured and killed and like cut up or something like that. But they signed off like on it, like, hey, I want you to do this to me. And then, you know, there was ethics when they like arrested the guy, because they were like, I mean, do we give him like legal liberty to like allow this person to kill you? Or is it illegal, you know, for this person to kill you, even if you gave them permission? You know what I mean? So it's like this weird, like, ethical thing. But point is, there's fucked up people out there that will do shit like that.
Yeah.
You
well,
know?
that's kind of weird. I guess it depends on the state, too, because you hear about those doctor suicides
Those
where
are
it's
different
legal,
than this, but I know what you're
where
saying.
they, you know, prescribe you enough pills to kill yourself.
That's usually with, you have to be, like, terminal, like 100%. Like, you're going to die anyway. So it's like you get to choose the day, basically. This is just more like someone just, I don't know, weird.
That is fucked up.
Yeah.
Damn, son. Yeah, I don't know if I could ever like not that I would ever be in the situation of wanting to kill myself, but like be the person that kills somebody because they want it.
Oh yeah.
It's like, all right, just lay there for a second.
So what's the couch potato life like?
Drinking, eating, chilling, which it's kind of fucked, man. I've been thinking about it. Even like over the past weekend, I was talking to a few people or just mentioning it. I'm sitting there not doing a thing with my life for the most part. I'm trying to be try and not be a complete piece of shit. So I'm trying to not eat like shit for the most part, trying to limit the drinking. And I go out to Texas Roll House Friday. And I'm sitting there and I see all these fat motherfuckers out and about.
That's your future.
I'm you.
Well, no, not even that. I'm sitting there and I see them like big people.
Appetizers and shit.
And they're walking around and I'm like, I'm sitting here whooping my own ass and I've got a blood clot and these motherfuckers are probably, you know, it's like, why? I hate to like, I put myself in that second, like, why me? But it was like, why the fuck me? I'm sitting here. I can't work out. I'm not supposed to do anything. But these motherfuckers can eat up and gobble up like pigs.
Yeah. Maybe that's the solution. You know, you always hear about those old like Russian women that like live to 100 and they like drink, they smoke, like other things like that. At a certain point, maybe it's a preservative.
Yeah, but I've gotten over that. That was like a good like day's worth of shit. And I'm like, what the fuck? But life's been pretty good. I mean, like I said, I'm trying to take it day by day, and went and got blood work done today actually to see if I had the antibodies for the C word. We don't want our show to get
we don't want to get
No,
flagged.
fuck.
Shadow banned. But
Jeez.
not that I've already had a PCR test done and all that stuff, so I don't have it. But to see if I ever have had it recently, and because I feel like everybody's probably had it. Everybody in my family has had or has the antibody. So
people don't know this, but Iron Belt's actually a safe haven where it emits away
it does.
any virus. Yeah.
So anyways, getting hopefully results back for that, and I have my first doctor's appointment for a primary care, because it's been years since I've been to a doctor, since I was like 24, 25. Going next Thursday, so not this Thursday, but next Thursday is the first appointment, just to see a primary. And who knows, they might say, hey, don't still work out until you see the hematologist. But with the
Doc, do you lift?
Yeah. Well, that's the thing.
Then
and
sit down.
I was talking to Kathy earlier. I was like, most of these doctors, unfortunately, the primary care doctor that I set up with is a younger dude. He looks like he just graduated doctor school like in 2014.
Yeah,
so he's probably not
doctor from the doctor school. That's
I don't know what the fuck that's called, but anyways, he doesn't look much older than me. So I'm assuming he's hopefully more cool than most of these old fucks that are like, no,
the
black and white.
Is, man, they gotta tell you the safest option.
Well, yeah,
right?
the liability wise, they're like, hey,
tough,
we got to play it safe. But at the same time, I'm hoping I get this doctor, which he's supposed to be a DO, and it's not a MD. DO doctor, supposedly, and Kathy helped break this down for me, is a doctor that sort of is a all medicine doctor. So it's not like a doctor that just focuses on one area. They focus on the whole body. So like some doctors or most doctors are specialized in a certain area.
Of orthopedic or something like that?
No. I'd have to look up that. Look it up while I'm talking about it. But anyways, I'm looking for somebody that's willing to work with me, the things that I've done in my past, the things that I currently do now, not judge, but keep me moving. That's my goal with a doctor.
Osteopathic medicine.
There you go. And this doctor, hopefully, we'll see, can do that. But I'm going in there and I'm going to be like, hey, this is what I've done. Yeah. This is what I'm currently doing with my life and my body. What can we do together to continue moving myself forward, but in the safest option? Not completely cut everything out.
Yeah.
Not, work out less, bike less. No, how do we put a solution to what I'm doing to continue to keep me moving forward? Non-judgmental, too, because some of these fucks, I feel like in the past, especially one of the older doctors that I saw when I was 24, 25, I've told him I've dabbled with a few things, and no, cut
Well, you
cut
get
dry.
to some doctors that are like,
no, that's wrong.
I remember my before I switched to primary care, I had like the family pediatric, and like 17, 16, whatever. You tell them like, I've been lifting weights, blah blah. Like it's good. Not taking creatine, are you? And I'm like, no, I'm not.
Because they're a bunch of old heads and they're black and white.
They're like, good. A lot of these teenagers, they take that creatine, their livers just shut down. I'm like, what the fuck are you
talking about? And the doctor never
about?
touched a weight in his life.
No. Just touching the little boy's dicks. That's all he's doing.
So, let's check them balls out.
Yeah. Go ahead, pull your pants down, son.
On the topic.
Pull them nuts, yeah.
But is that too much to ask for? To stay, find a doctor. And if anybody has a cool doctor out there, drop in the comments below. I'd love to check them out. They got to be local to Richmond. I ain't dropping nowhere. But, somebody that will be willing to work with your lifestyle. Obviously, a good lifestyle.
Someone that's going to tell me I can lift.
Well, not somebody that's going to be, I'm not saying I'm taking heroin and shit, but like somebody that's willing to work with your lifestyle to keep you moving forward, but monitored.
Yeah.
Not judge you or not say, that's the wrong way or that's the only way.
Yeah.
There's many ways you can skin a cat. There's many ways you can live life and keep moving forward. That's what I'm looking for.
Dang.
Yeah.
My dad had something similar a few years ago. He had messed up his back, and he was always like very active and played basketball and like would like ride his bike off of a ramp or like other things like that. And he went to this doctor, and the doctor was basically like, hey, you're just getting older. It's time to like ease off of these things. And for about like 3 or 4 months, I think he like went to this doctor and took his advice, and he was just getting so like depressed and just did not want to like, because at the time I think he was like 45 or something like that, so like not very old.
No.
And then he went to this other doctor too that was like, look, like you still got so much life left, and like you're still so young, and especially for someone who is active, like there's no need to have some sort of injury just like keep you out of what you love to do the rest of your life. So he worked with him a lot on like just getting back into like same kind of thing, core stabilization, like yoga, lifting, other things like that too, and along with what they were doing together for like PT and stuff. But it is crazy sometimes. I think about how many people probably
have given up.
Have given that first doctor like, oh well, he's the doctor, like
he knows it all.
Yeah,
he's God. Yeah,
well,
that's what I'm worried about.
I don't really look into it, but that knees over toe guy, you heard about him?
Yeah, heard about him.
And like Joe Rogan raves about him, but he's basically the same idea to where it's like, had multiple knee surgeries. People telling him, you probably just can't squat, you can't do this, and he like basically comes up with his own exercises and ways of improving flexibility, mobility, strength. He can jump, dunk, do all this shit on his knees. It's like the people that will tell me like running's like bad for my knees, and it's like you can't look at every anecdotal like person, but like I'll reference Cameron Haynes again. He's probably been lifting or like running like ultra distances for like 10 years, and he only started in his 40s, and he's like in his 50s doing this shit. And he's running up like a mountain like every day for like 12 miles. So I'm like, fuck, at least I can run, my youth like 6, miles a day, and probably will take care of myself throughout the years better. I mean, you just can't like be like, oh, well, you can't do that because blank. And then it's like, there's obviously ways to work around it. People just shut down any idea of like working around an injury or, oh, I hurt my wrist, I just got to take a week out, and heal up.
That's what I'm expecting. And that's what I'm saying with this doctor. I'm not afraid. Because I can easily say, "Hey, fuck you, on to the next." But no, not even confirmation. Just I'm gonna say, "Hey, I've started biking over the past 2 months, and this happened. Oh, cut the biking out completely. Like no questioning it. No, like, hey, how can we work around this or figuring out? Not that biking is life for me,
but that'll be an easy way to figure out whether he's worth a shit.
Yeah, just to be like, oh, we'll just get rid of the biking. You should be good. No. How do I continue what I want to do?
It's like that.
But we work together and figure out a solution,
It's like that meme where it's like, doctor, it hurts when I do this. It's like, well, stop doing that. Okay.
Well, yeah, I mean, I get the scenario, but probably not the same as mine.
No, it's not for you.
But I get it, though.
Yeah.
That kind of goes into the thing I wanted to talk about today was having a solution-oriented mindset. And I feel like for Austin, especially the past couple weeks have been a little bit rougher between a few different things. But aside from just cracking a few natter days, like you don't dwell on it. Like you just move forward. And I think that's very important to have because I feel like it'll be one thing, something bad happened to you just to be like, oh, like one punch after another basically. And just like get completely like down in the dumps and, not want to put your best foot forward or show up every day. But I feel like you always just kind of, regroup and figure out the next like plan of attack after that too. So I don't know if you guys had any like specific examples or like things you wanted to talk about in regards to that too.
I think like for me, what keeps me moving forward, and some days it's snail pace, some days it's a leap, is just almost being too dumb.
Yeah.
Like too dumb to know like, oh, I should probably quit, or not that I should, but like I could quit, or I'm just too dumb.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, all right, well, I'm just see what tomorrow brings. Yeah,
I think it's just like not considering anything else, like not considering quitting.
Yeah.
I feel like it doesn't even pop up in your head. And I know I came in like the next day and said basically the same thing Griffin said to you of like, I feel like the wasted money, bad relationships and other shit in the past has prepared you in a way for instances where when shit pops up like this, that's a huge kick in the dick. It's kind of like, well, dwell for like 5 minutes, but then back to it and just start packing it and figuring out, what we can do. And because at the end of the day, I mean, all you can do is just move forward and move on. Like I don't have any big examples I can think of like right now. One thing was like the Uhaul when I literally was 6 hours late from canceling my Uhaul, and the little prick at the desk was like, "Oh, actually, you got to pay for this month before I can close your account." And it was like another $250, and we hadn't opened yet, and so like any money helps.
Oh yeah,
and,
it sucks.
And so I was like, nice. And so paid that, wasted that money. There's other things that money's been wasted on, or like recent injuries like the IT ban or something like that. Similar situation where I'm like, fuck. Anytime I really try and get running, it hurts. But you kind of got to sit down, do a little research on some YouTube, figure out how I can warm this up, stretch it, figure it out. Because if you just sit there and complain about it, the injury's not just going to go away. And if you just sit there and be like, well, I'll just wait like a week and let it heal, you're not going to be happy and it might not even fix the issue. So you need to work on, like you said, a solution to it rather than just letting the problem just like sit there and aerate,
Yeah. It sucks because looking on this stuff, it's like we all signed up for this, like to work for ourselves, and so in the fine print we signed up for dick kicks.
Yeah,
it's like, oh, I don't remember signing up for that. Oh, it's right here. So fine print, dick kicks.
Yeah, it's actually
You did sign up for that one. Oh shit, that's why they hurt. They hurt good.
Yeah, they do.
But
steel-toed, really?
Oh, barefoot. I'm coming with the toes.
Oh, dig them in. Yeah.
But I don't. I wish I had like a better, like more heartfelt thing to say. But most of the time, it's knowing that I have my back against the wall. At least with most of the stuff I do, it's like there's no other option right now. I can't easily just toss it to the side. I have too much time and money. And I do have a passion for it. I do love doing it. On good days, I enjoy it, and there are bad days. But I just realize, hey, that's just a bad day. It's like a storm. It just comes through, and hopefully a sunny day tomorrow.
Yeah. But I'll say when like injuries happen, specifically with that, or like dick kicks, for example, they make you appreciate when things are going smooth a lot better.
Yeah.
Like whenever my hamstrings have been sore or injured, I should say, and all I want to do is deadlift, but I can't. When I can deadlift again, I appreciate it like hell. Or when I can run again, I'm just smiling through every mile because I'm like, I'm so thankful. And I remember, weeks ago, I like made a promise to myself, like I'm never gonna like wake up before a run and be like, man, I don't want to run today. It's like, what about the days where I couldn't even get the chance to and I really wanted to, And there's plenty of people that are injured or, like yourself dealing with a blood clot that it's like they don't even have really like the option, And so it's like, who am I to say woe is me because I don't feel like it or I feel tired or I'm sore when there's other people that would kill to have that have their leg amputated or they can't afford to start a supplement company or whatever. It's like you should be thankful and continue to work even harder because of that in spite of that.
When are some tough times you've had, Griffin, recently or in the past that you're like, damn, I'm probably gonna quit? Kicking the dick.
Yeah, that's a good question, honestly. I feel like a lot of times when things happen, like they do happen all at once.
Yeah, usually.
And so I feel like that's a big thing that whether it be like, losing money that you were planning to have or like, this year I'm like paying taxes for the first time and I'm learning that I need to get an accountant because it was a lot more than I thought it would be. It's like $1,000 for the quarter and I don't make that much to like justify that, but that's just what they told me to do. It's hard to like
remember to save it.
Yeah, or like
pay it on time. Yeah.
Recently in the past couple weeks, I feel like every time I get extra money, I also have an extra expense. So like I got this letter, I had to pay like $400 in property taxes and stuff like that, and I still keep getting letters after I paid that like, oh, you still like owe this and this, and it's like I've never paid this before. Like it's kind of weird to me.
Is it coming from Nigeria?
That's what I'm wondering.
Is that the address?
So do you pay your property taxes, not the tenant or the landlord?
Well, it's for a car.
Oh, for the car.
That's a weird thing.
Yeah, I pay that. I thought you were talking about house. Yeah.
But certain things like that, I just kind of feel like take it in stride. But I would say like the biggest thing sometimes is like when I don't meet like expectations I have for myself, or like when things are like overwhelming or like not going the way I want. Sometimes I just get in the mindset of like, this is the way it is now, sort of thing. Like I don't want to say like doom and gloom, but just kind of it's frustrating to not. Well, it's something I'm trying to learn more about, is just having a more solution-oriented mindset. Like when it comes to like house or like stuff I had planned to do, I feel like I'm like falling short a lot in that. Just for things that I'm having to learn to like adjust to or like figure out how to like streamline better or like make it more efficient. But it is one of those things that like I kind of just think, well, I had my opportunity, I failed to do it, like, and who's to say I won't keep failing, sort of thing. Like it's not a very good mindset to have, but I'm trying to think about like, okay, well, this is just like right now, and who's to say what the future holds, sort of thing.
I'll say the other day Maddie asked me, we were like driving this 4th of July thing, and she was just like curious, like, do you guys have like mental like breakdowns in a sense where she's like, do you ever have a day where you're just questioning like, what the fuck am I doing, or like I forgot the exact terminology she was using. And I was like, I don't really have those, and not because like I'm all high and mighty and I like, have full control of everything in my life. But I was telling her that I feel like when I do have bad moments and a lot of things, like you said, are all coming at once, I try and just almost, instead of like resisting and like trying to like overcorrect and be like, no, like I'm not going to let this stop me or have a bad day. I don't like let it happen per se, but I kind of almost acknowledge like this is a bad day. I'm having bad shit happen to me, but we're just going to take the steps like the next day. Like I'm not going to try and fight this day from being shitty. Like one day I came in here back, like had a back issue on a deadlift, car wouldn't start, and then like some other payment came through and I was like, holy fuck. Yeah. It wasn't even like 7 a.m. And I just had to sit there and be like, you know what, today's going to suck, but tomorrow's a new day. Start off positive, and that's all you can do is almost like just reset. But I think trying to like overcorrect and be like, no, like, we can fix this. It's kind of like just bad happens, but just move on to the next positive thing. Get your mind off of it, because you stress it too much, you waste time stressing.
Yeah, right? That's a good point, because it's almost one of those things I find that sometimes, like you said, just accepting things as they are like is a good way to just get your mind off of it. But sometimes I feel like if I'm accepting this, am I like giving up in a sense too?
I get that. Say, for example, like, not that I need to harp on it anymore, but that package, that UPS thing that happened, that scenario, the first 30 minutes, I freaked out. I was making phone calls. I don't know, you remember, you were in here. I was making phone calls after phone calls trying to get it corrected. I was like, how do I fix this now? Yeah. And then finally we're like, hey, it's going to take 1 to 5 business days. Mm-hmm. That's when I just like, all right, well, let me drive out to the store, grab some more boxes, picked up some beers. I drank 2 of them, and I was like, all right, I'm just going to repack the order and send it out, and I'll figure it out tomorrow or the next day. Yeah. Like, I literally was like, all right, let me just make sure this gets out, and I'll figure it out another day.
And sometimes that is the best thing to do, is just sleep on it. And like, it's crazy sometimes that things that have like kept me up at night, I wake up the next day and I'm like, all right, like, it's not that big of a deal.
And fortunately, like that, I mean, not every scenario, like, I feel like some should take attention, it depends on the scenario, but like some days it just needs to be like, what can you do? Like, if you think about it for a few seconds, and if you can't do anything to like try and at least steer it in a different direction, and let it go.
And like, fortunately, like the way life is and the universe is you do have that almost like day to just wipe the slate clean, start fresh tomorrow morning.
Because you can it sucks, but you can always make more money. You can pull back when you're spending more, to like, if something kicked you in the dick today, I have bills that pop up too, and it's just like, I shouldn't have bought that, or I shouldn't have spent money here.
You think about everything
all the retro shit. It's like, I can't change that. So it's like, all right, well, starting tomorrow, I'm not going to spend as much more. Next week, I'm going to buy less groceries or less of that because I don't need it. And trying to pick up, more clients, or see if more clients want to come in more, or whatever the case. There's always a way, but it sucks. You got to eat that shit sandwich, they say, right?
Amen. Just put a little.
Can I get a double?
Super size.
I'm gonna take a piss. Be right back.
All right, so we're gonna switch things up. We're gonna try out some homemade bars. They're, protein, but they're more like meal replacement bars from Axe and Sledge. We got them in at the gym, and we figured we'd try them all out. So we got a salted caramel crunch, a peanut butter chocolate chip, and a chocolate brownie. Double chocolate brownie. There you go. So try and split them into 3s, fellas. I think Maddie took a nibble out of this.
Damn. You get that nibble.
Oh, I know. And they're in the fridge, so they're a little harder than usual.
So we're good, right?
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Did you, CEO?
Dude, I just flip it out. I don't even touch it.
Oh, whatever. Oh. Well, I just touched mine.
Well, I only touched the part I'm holding, so.
All right, so you want that?
I'm not fucking puss about it.
Well, whatever. You pull that piece out.
Well, he's going to get all fucking in his heels about it.
That's you.
Oh, okay. I didn't know you.
And then, I got it. Okay. And there's Griffin.
Thank you, sir.
Look, boys. Oh, that's me. Thank you.
All right, let's try the peanut butter chocolate first. Okay.
Shit's like taffy, dog.
I know. It's a little harder than it normally is.
That's what she said. That's what he said.
Because I had my dick in the fridge.
All right, what are we doing first? Peanut butter?
Uh-huh. Oh, I like this texture. They're a little warm up front, but this is good.
They do have good chocolate in this one.
Mm-hmm. They use real chocolate chips.
What?
ASMR.
Can you believe that?
Yeah. Yeah, this is when Maddie has a heart attack.
Oh, she probably hates when people eat with their mouth open. I don't care.
Dude, I'll be on the couch, not even beside her. She hear me chewing through like my teeth, and she's like, "You gotta stop doing that." I'm like, "What do you mean?
You're not that guy, pal.
How am I gonna
I
eat?"
know. Does y'all's jaw ever pop when you eat?
That depends.
Sometimes.
That's pretty good.
What do we rate it?
This is the only one I've ever tried, actually. So I would say, honestly...
Rating across bars overall or just these?
Bars overall.
I would say, honestly, a 9. It's very good.
I'm going to give it an 8.
All right.
I wish it wasn't as chewy, but it's not overly chewy. I
Now
don't
we
have
go
a jaw break.
7.5.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, I'm washing this down with an ice-cold Overcome.
Mm-hmm.
Attaboy. Attaboy. Nice product.
Code None Your Business for 90% off.
None yet.
Yeah.
Where are we going next? Chocolate? All right.
Chocolate.
So, while we're chewing these,
Oh, this one's
These
real
are-
What are the
chalky.
macros?
yeah, that's not chocolate. Is it? No.
This one is. As I'm
They're
talking with my
roughly
mouth
all
open.
the same macros, a little bit different. But you can go ahead.
17 protein, 24 carb, 13 fat.
And the reason I like these is because
they're-
they're made with real whole food. So there's obviously whey protein, but there's also like oat powder and natural ingredients and oils and peanut butter. So it's not just chock full of artificial flavors.
Is it
and
like
bullshit.
a protein based? It's almond butter.
Mhm.
This one's honey and almond butter.
This one's peanut butter, obviously.
Okay. The caramel one's almond butter.
Yeah.
Dang. That is pretty good. At first, I was like, "Oh crap, this just tastes like a regular bar." But
Yeah.
the more
It's a
you
little
chew it,
richer.
it's a lot better. It is more
It's a little
brownish.
richer. It's kind of like a Tootsie Roll.
Mm.
Yeah. You want to
That
have
is a
it.
good point.
It is like that.
Tootsie Roll with chocolate chips. But again, if you're interested, got them at the gym.
Salted caramel. Oh, what would we rate that?
Chocolate.
6-8.
Yeah, it's a basic for me. I'd probably go 6.
I'd say 6 too. I'm not a big chocolate guy, honestly.
Me neither. I usually typically like a fancy, like not fancier, but like something with a twist.
I like
the-
something
the-
with chocolate.
yeah,
added
the
in
cookie.
or
You know,
yeah.
something. I'm not a huge like by itself
I
chocolate
don't like
guy.
the rich. Yeah. Last one is a caramel crunch. Some shit. Salty caramel crunch.
Good crunch.
Oh shit! Oh shit! It's definitely crunchier.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn. So much chewing, I'm sure. People are like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, for the
Oh,
audio
yeah.
only people out
You
there,
might want to watch the video or skip through it a little bit.
we're chewing.
Not too far. Yeah, we're chewing, though.
Salted caramels, in my opinion, one of my better flavors of these three.
Or better yet, go buy all 3. Stop the podcast. Come back. Eat them with
Do
us.
'em. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Join in.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to bite in this one. Oh, yeah. More crunch.
Yeah. I like the crunch. I like the flavor.
Your jaw muscles definitely work on this
Yeah.
one, though.
I was hoping these weren't as tough. They're a little tough.
They're tougher
from
than
my
I thought
opinion.
when they came in here, yeah.
Yeah.
And now, for anybody that's had an outright bar before, those are softer in comparison to these, and they're a peanut butter based bar like this, I guess. But
These I feel like have more flavor.
these do. The outright, you only taste peanut butter practically.
Yeah. Mhm.
It's straight
I know.
peanut butter. You don't like if it does say another flavor on it, you might get a hint
It's
of it.
almost like a LaCroix.
Yeah, it's straight peanut butter. These actually have like flavor to them.
I would say that one.
6.5.
I would give it like a 7, 8.
I like the crunch.
If I
At least-
heated it a little bit.
Yeah, and what I'm saying is at least there's some crunch for how tough it is. Go 7.5.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
Nice little midday meal.
I know.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. All right.
Let's do
Well,
some oh, yeah.
I got some
yeah.
questions.
Can
Hold
I
on.
kick off mine with Gino? I only
Yeah.
got one.
Hit it.
You get any, Griffin? Mr. Gino Thank you as always. How important is being attractive to you all three? Clearly, I don't give a fuck.
What do you mean?
Clearly,
attractive.
Like how important it is for you to look good.
I mean,
I want to look more. I want to give people a feeling or like emotion rather than just like. I want to look like I work hard or a badass or successful. Rather than I want to look attractive.
I want to give an ambience. Like when this guy shows up, they'll be like, "Yo, this guy, I wouldn't fuck with him."
Yeah.
It could be a rugged look. It could be like
cargo pants.
But I just want to.
I need
same
to get
thing
that
with you.
cut through the side.
When you show up, you see confidence before you see like a look per se, like good-looking hair, good-looking smile. I want to see
shout out to Ginos quads though.
Yeah.
Holy.
I want more so a presence than a look.
Yeah, I would agree because I feel like a few years ago, I went more so towards this like attitude of like, okay, I don't care what people think about me, so I'm going to do things to like show that I don't care what people think about me. And then I feel like sometimes in that regard, as time went on, I started to learn a little bit more about like, okay, it is good to make like a good first impression, like have good like, grooming, like, make sure you're dressing well or other things like that for like, professionalism or a certain, occasion or other things like that. So I feel like now I have a general like aesthetic and try to like fit under that. But also, like, I don't know if that means you care about being attractive or not in the same way. Like,
yeah, I care about looking good or feeling good or having good hygiene for me rather than for other people to agree with how I look or feel. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
I'll shave like my legs, for example. It's something most people don't do because I feel like I look better. I feel better when they're that way.
Feel like a woman.
I feel like a woman.
Let's go, girls.
Yeah, but
shaving them legs,
shaving legs, shaving head. Just wait for the the bottom surgery.
Yeah, get that so how much estrogen are you taking nowadays?
Yeah,
Brock, that chest is really coming along.
Tits look good.
Tits look
the
good.
doctor did a great job.
Hey, did y'all see Maddie's story?
Yeah, I saw that.
They
Slow
were
mo.
bouncing.
Dude, my tits do bounce when I run. I got some,
slapping him in the face.
Double D.
This is I Am Jazz.
I know. It reminded me of the one. It reminded me of the one where you seen the girl, this black woman with a big tit. She like smashes karate boards.
I
with
saw her.
it.
Yeah, smashing cans and shit with it.
That'll be
a
me.
talent.
Yeah, that'll be me.
Watch this.
Yeah.
Bam. That's a lot of mass, dude.
Yeah. Eyes up here.
Oh shit. You know what? He is not an object.
Yeah. Okay? That answers the question, Gino.
Yeah, hopefully that does. Yes, you want to look good, but I think
so. I need to shave my legs and get bigger boobs. All right.
The legs don't matter.
Yeah. Yeah.
By the way, Gino's got nice legs. Check him out. If each of you were to go and compete in the Olympics, which sport or category would it be for?
You know they have power walking in the Olympics. You can get to the front of any line.
All right, Karen.
Yeah, I know.
I'm trying to think what would I be good at. Not running. I'm not fast enough for that shit.
I would want to do pole vault. I've always wanted to do that. I feel like I'd be good
pole
at
vault.
I'd like to do the gymnast shit. They always look jacked.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it though.
I don't know. I guess it depends on which Olympics.
Baseball's in it again.
Yeah. I don't truly know, man. Cycling's in it, but I wouldn't.
No.
He could do that. What is it? EPO or blood doping?
Yeah, blood
Yeah,
doping. That's what I just
doping.
did.
Yeah. He's
I don't
already getting
know
a head
it.
start.
I got my 100-miler coming up next week.
Yeah. Oh fuck.
Yeah, I don't truly know. That's a tough one. I guess probably being a fan.
Are y'all gonna watch the Olympics?
Oh, compete in the Olympics? Probably not. I haven't watched it in years.
No, I don't watch shit. Yeah.
I haven't watched it in years.
Well, it doesn't come on for a couple of years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like
Yeah,
when I'm saying
I know
years,
what
probably
you
like
mean.
20 years.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
I forget. Beijing was probably the last time I watched it. Would you rather be able to breathe underwater or fly? Fly.
Fly, because even if I can breathe underwater, I'd be scared of shit from like the sharks and things.
Like what? Man, that ain't cool.
I feel like it would be cool. Think about this sometimes, like if I could fly, just to mess with people. Of like if you're walking across, let's say the pedestrian bridge at Belle Isle, just like
swoop and grab somebody.
Just fall backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Or like
take them and
be on the side of the interstate and then like fly at someone's speed and like look in their car.
That would be sick.
Or something like that.
I just think of being able to get
around.
wherever you want like that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But what if you
how
could
much
only
could you
fly as
yeah.
fast as you run? That would kind of suck.
I'd still want it. Then going underwater.
True.
Yeah, but
Would
like
you get out of breath from flying?
Ooh,
That would suck too.
I feel like logically you should, but
but it'd
never
be the
in
same
shows or
exertion
movies.
as like running,
Yeah,
kind of.
but in
because it'd
movies
be
or shows they never are. They're just like-
flapping.
yeah.
And I don't want to have to look like a bird if I'm flying. I want to be able to like fly like
I want to be
Superman.
wingless. Yeah.
Yes.
all my
Superman
dreams
style.
though, I like fly like this basically.
Never,
'Cause that's like a
never
fairy.
flown in.
Yeah.
Yeah, fairy ass. I've never flown.
I
in
just
dreams.
dream of being a fairy.
I don't have super anything in dreams.
Yeah.
Dang.
I just wake up
Yeah.
and I get
Morning
some.
wood.
Yeah,
I go
I've
get
been
some.
dreaming. Yeah,
That's the super.
I'm
yeah.
getting some in my sleep.
Yeah, superpowers morning wood. I wake up ready to go.
That thing
immediately.
is punching through life,
Yeah.
man.
Boom.
Got to buy a new cover ever sheet.
Y'all didn't like that one meme I sent about jerking yourself awake, and it was like the dude's asleep and it's like the sheet.
I don't think I saw it.
I showed it to you. You had a blank look on your
Oh,
face. I was
well,
like, how do you not laugh?
It was so memorable.
Yeah. I like that shit made you again the other day.
Hey, check this
Yeah.
out.
Yeah, take the hint.
It's funny because
Take that. I get it. That's how I like getting waked up.
yeah. Oh.
Would you rather be happy with no money or unhappy with lots of money? Of course, happy with no money.
This is a game.
But like, you're only unhappy because you let yourself get unhappy.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have a lot of money. I feel like there's plenty of people out there. I feel like, but if I had to take it,
yeah, of
happy with
course
no
you
money.
want to be happy. Yeah.
And that's all the questions. Oh, where did Brock's hair go?
That's not on there.
Yeah.
Is it really?
I did, but it was a last minute question.
Wow.
So
Is that from Amber?
Maddie?
yeah, Amber.
Oh, Amber. Yeah, she didn't say anything to me. She looked at me twice and said goodbye.
Who the
but
fuck
she,
is that guy?
Yeah. Where did his hair go?
So this is a card game that we have for the show. It's bad people. It's not too serious, so don't take it serious. Don't get your panties in a bunch.
In their lifetime, who will most likely need a liver transplant? All right.
I
Next
put that in
question.
there.
Next-
just because.
Is that a
Do
setup?
we even need a like next question, right?
That could be next week.
Yeah, I mean, all right. Next question. That was easy.
Knock on wood.
Hence, we
Holy
pointed
shit.
at Austin.
If a private investigator did a background check on all of us, whose would be the most unsettling?
Y'all literally know what I do every day, so I mean, I don't do anything interesting. I feel like Griffin's would be interesting
And background check.
because you and me are basically here basically the entire day.
Yeah.
Sometimes
Oh,
at
you
night
know,
I don't know what
history.
you're doing.
Yeah, and a background check's like your criminal background.
Oh, I thought we were just talking about like in their day. Like,
You're talking like
No,
a private
no.
investigator
Yeah,
following you
yeah.
around.
oh,
But this is a
Wait.
background check.
oh, background check.
Yeah.
Still
Well,
saying Griffin.
I've kind of told y'all all the shit I got into, so there's not much more. I guess curious thing would be figuring out what you've done.
Yeah,
Some things must remain secret.
yeah.
So,
Till the day I die.
you know me as Griffin. You don't know me as Charles Manson.
Oh shit! Eat brains. Yeah, so Griffin would
The
probably be the
cross
cool,
comes through
cool
the
one to
door.
hear.
Yeah.
Are you doing both, or we all
No,
going
you
to
can
one?
go
Okay.
ahead.
Who's the last person I would choose if I had to trade lives with someone here for the rest of the year? So who's the last person I would choose? Gotcha. Okay,
It's
I
almost
pick
like
this.
trying to pick who's the biggest loser. It's like between us three.
So, if I had to trade somebody for the year. See, the thing is, you say that, but I don't know if I want to do as much shit.
That's
As
I'm
you
even,
do.
Oh, yeah.
I'm even considering.
Imagine if you traded lives and just became morbidly obese as Brock, and then at the end of the year you had to trade back.
Oh fuck!
Oh yeah, good. Yeah, nice ride, guy.
Yeah. Austin says, "Get fucked."
Yeah, get fucked.
What happened to me?
You take too long.
I'd probably go Brock. just
I'd
'cause-
rather swap with Griffin.
Oh, okay.
But the question is, if you did swap with me, what would you do?
Is that what the question is?
No, that's just what I'm
that's
asking.
an additional question.
127 hours over there.
I know. I probably I don't know, do more outdoorsy shit.
You can do that right now.
I could, but I don't know. My day's full, man.
True.
Now that I add in running, it's like, I mean, I do have time, but it's just sacrifice. Like, you know, I either do something else or editing's been fucking busy the past few weeks.
Didn't need scissors. Yeah, you've been busting balls, brother. Paying them bills, right?
Balls are busted for sure. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, hit it next.
In 10 years from now, who will be the least recognizable?
The way it's going,
Yeah,
the way it's going. Yeah, the way it's going. Yeah.
It's going to be the next David Blaine doing stuff just to prove.
Wait till I get the one earring.
That's what I'm saying. He's going to run the Great
shit.
Wall of China one month
fuck.
and then come back speaking a different language and
Eyebrows
shit.
shaved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Colored on hair.
Just lost it.
Yeah, that's a good question. I would say maybe Brock, just because I feel like even from a year ago, I look at you and I'm like, dang, you looks like, you know, baby face, you know, a little bit different.
Little boy.
The beard's going to be.
Yeah. That's true.
Well, I told you, when you're 52, that thing will finally come out.
Yeah.
So he went ahead and shaved it because he was like, I'm gonna wait to shave my head
Well, I was
till I get a
trying to
beard.
shave this so I could tape it.
And
on
then
here.
I said, you might be waiting about 40 years before that beard drops.
Who are the different actors that like do crazy transformations for their role? Like Daniel
who's
Day-Lewis,
Batman?
Christian Bale.
Christian Bale, that's it.
Christian Bale's really
I would
good.
say even like Gary Oldman or other
Hemsworth did a
people.
little
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that'll be like Brock. We're going to see different phases to look back on. This
He's
era.
just gonna gain 60 pounds just to lose it.
Yeah, that is some dumb shit. I'd do.
Who was the oldest when they lost their virginity? Brock.
I don't think so.
No way.
Say
I
the
might be
age in
youngest.
3, 2, 1.
15.
19.
15.
Damn. Okay.
Nice.
15.
Damn.
I didn't even have my learners yet,
Yeah. I had my
but I knew how to ride. You know what I'm saying?
I had first kiss and then virginity loss within 2 months.
Oh, I thought you were going to say
dove
same
in.
day. Yeah.
Yeah, dude. Moves. Money moves.
Damn.
2 or 3 months, something like that. Yeah.
Been waiting too long. It's got
Yeah.
to happen.
Yeah.
I
pants are
got
off.
I've got goals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh shit.
What would David Goggins do? That's what I
Same
thought.
one? Same girl?
Yeah. Yeah.
I assume probably. Yeah. Okay.
Pretty much in high school, at least early on, I feel like you gotta like be with them or date them before. I mean, they're not just gonna be
Yeah.
like
You
15,
weren't
but
just sleeping
fuck it,
around
you
in
know?
the first
Yeah.
one. But damn, 19.
19.
How'd that happen? I mean, you ain't gotta give details, but like,
It wasn't a very good experience, honestly.
does it go in here? Next? Is it in?
Yeah. Can I get a flashlight?
Yeah.
It's dark.
So let's just say Tinder, one night,
Oh man.
then
you just
not
wanted to
again
get it
for
over
another
with.
2 years.
But it came back though.
What?
You said not again. Oh, so different person 2 years later.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
I didn't know if the same person came back 2 years
Yeah.
later. I'm like, whoa.
I know.
They realized what they were missing.
Yeah, I know. When you finished within 1 minute,
Oh, shit.
that changed
Hey.
my life.
Yeah.
Hey, man. Well,
Yeah.
at least you got it done with one that like probably didn't even matter. You know,
Yeah.
that you didn't have your heart
Yeah,
hopefully sunken
that's
into.
true.
Hopefully.
Good trial run. But
Yeah.
yeah.
You'd be
the
like,
best
I got
overall
mine.
experience.
So
Yeah.
you just came too late.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the saying.
Pretty much.
I didn't come too quick. You just came too late.
Amen.
Yeah. Yeah, I knew one dude that he called me immediately after, and it's like his first time, and he was like dying laughing. I was like, what was it like? One like, or it was like 1 minute or something. He's like, dude, as soon as I put it in, and I was like, dude, didn't even get but one stroke in. I was like, bro, and I was dying laughing because like friends growing up, and I was like, dude, you
wait your
fucking
whole life
would.
for
I
this
kind of
moment.
wish that
You
happened to
fucking
me.
would.
Like, I kind of wish it would happen now. Like,
that's just the funny shit. Like,
I would
damn.
love, because I would tell you all for sure. I'd be like, yo, fucking
Yeah, I'm
just
sure we've all had
brushed
quick
against
moments.
it, and it just.
Fountain.
Yeah.
But yeah,
What do I
gosh,
do?
I wish I had that experience a little bit, just to be able to like have a cool story.
Yeah.
It is kind of funny. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, because in the situation, do you laugh it off, or you're just like, ha ha ha?
I'm just
Like-
kidding.
It was just for
prank.
funs. It was for funsies.
Wasn't that pretty funny? Yeah.
Yeah. All right, I'm head out now. I'll see you next time.
I did that on purpose.
Tomorrow? See you.
You talk
Was it good for you?
Delete my number, please.
Yeah, hope you had a good one.
Yeah.
See you tomorrow.
Efficiency. Yeah. That's a good way to end the podcast.
Yeah, okay. Well, guys, hopefully y'all enjoyed this one. Hey, for real, y'all help us out. We're trying to get a couple more cool people listening to this bad boy. And if you enjoyed it, you get a laugh, you get something out of it, tell your friend. Give us a listen. Share it. That helps. Just anything.
Sharing's
that
caring.
little bit helps. Anyways, guys, we're out of here until next week. Make sure you follow us on the description below for our social media so you can ask us questions for next Monday. And we're out. See y'all.